Hey guys, what's up? This is Reaper and I am back with another video. Alright, well, I just saw my first 2 comments of the day and I gotta admit, wow, people are salty as hell. Yeah, nah. I knew that would work. I knew if I basically triggered Sega Man, all his followers would basically see that and basically have something to say. But you know what? Emotion gives energy, so thank you. But back to my main point. Yeah, no, guys, I understand your point of view, but you got to understand mine, because I have lived since 1989. Back then, all I wanted to play in the 90s was my N64, my beautiful, beautiful PlayStation 2, and my beautiful, beautiful, beautiful PC. So back in the 90s, bros, I was a PC motherfucker, and I am a PC elitist. Because I still have a PC to this very day. I don't use it very much except for edits and, in videos and stuff like that. And, and YouTube. But, I don't play any games on it. But I do actually have a PC. I have a PS5. I have a Series X. I have all current gen systems. The only games I don't have are trash Nintendo. And that's it. So, the fun factor is that because everybody got freaking sensitive. And everybody got so freaking emotional from what I said, I had to make another video because this is mad freaking funny that everybody's getting massively mad at me. But they were like, oh, well, I'm a millennial and I don't think that way. And I'm like, well, man, you got to get with the times, man. That's what I've been saying. And if you don't actually get with evolution, you're going to be left behind. And that's a very, 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 very solid point. So if you keep basically, doing what Sega Man does and basically touting old generations over and over again, you're going to look like a freaking goddamn moron, because no moron wants to play old graphics, old freaking generation hardware for the rest of their life. They want something new. They want something positive. They want something actually fresh. And that's what the PS5 and the Series X do. So I gotta say that, if you are not on board with the Series X and the PS5 generation, and you're still stuck in the old generations, I don't care whether it's a PS2, a 360, a PS3, a PS1, I don't give a shit what it is. But as long as I'm alive, people, what I believe is only the current generation matters. Once the next generation hits, it's your duty as a gamer to get that money and advance to the next generation level. If you do not do that, you are going to be left behind. And that is a fact. But because I was top 1% on Xbox last year, people, get on my level. Get on my level. If you're not on my level, bro, you're not a gamer to me. You're not. Because you would rather be at work or spend time with your pointless family, your pointless girlfriend who probably rips you off 24/7. But at the same time, girls are just absolutely worthless and they don't deserve to live. So if you choose girls over video games, I gotta say that you gotta understand the positive things about, knowing how to do certain things. But that's kind of the main thing that I had to say. But to be perfectly honest, I don't really care what your opinion is. I just know that what my opinion is does count to me. And what matters to me is that I'm always playing the freshest systems available. That's the reason I got a PS5, people. I didn't do it to piss off the podcast. I didn't do it to piss off Sega Man. I didn't do it to piss off Hebot. I did it because I wanted current generation hardware in my level of living. So because of that, I got a PS5 and I got over 1,000 hours of game time in my first year of using it. If you can do that over me, then I will listen to you. But I highly doubt it, because I guarantee you have higher priorities than gaming. And I know that from every single one of you that I have met online since I was a child. And I've had so many friends on Xbox and so many friends on social media that I know a lot of how people think. And I got to admit that if you want to stick in the past, you're going to be left behind. And that's what we call casuals, motherfuckers. Casuals do that, not hardcore. Hardcore always sticks to the freshest things, and that's why we're called PC elites. We actually know when the next generation, next set of graphics cards are coming out. We know when the next generation of RAM is coming out. We know the GPUs are coming out. We know all that shit because we want to stay in current generation status. If you stick to old status, that will not help you. That will not help you. But what you got to understand is people have their own views on gaming, and they have their own, just like I do, they have their own personal way about it. But I got to admit that most people just want to play games to enjoy them. That's why Game Pass is so popular, because you pay a low price and you get all these games for free. You don't have to buy them. You can just play them. And then you basically have free games in your library every single day. That's how that works. That's how positivity works. That's how evolution works. And you know what? If you pay one low price for 100 games a month, then that's fine. You get 100 games for free. That's beautiful. That's beautiful benefits. And it's not like Game Pass isn't making money, because Microsoft has $3 trillion. Sony don't have shit. And that is mad fucking funny. But at the end of the day, you got to realize that if you want to be a true gamer, you got to stick with current times. Don't stick with old times, people, because that just does not work. It does not work, people. It does not. This is Reaper, and I'll catch you guys later. Happy Mother's Day, everybody.